They told you that you were too quiet, that you needed to come out of your shell to speak up, to be more like them. And somewhere along the way, you started to believe that your silence was a flaw. But what if it was never a weakness at all? What if the quiet you were taught to apologize for is actually one of the rarest forms of strength a person can have? Let me show you what no one talks about. First, understand what introversion really is. Carl Jung, the psychologist who gave us the word, never called it shyness, and he never called it fear. He said the introvert is simply someone who draws their energy inward, from their own rich inner world, instead of from the noise outside. So while the crowd feeds on attention, you recharge in stillness. That is not a defect. That is a different kind of engine. And that inner world of yours is not empty. It is vast. Nietzsche wrote, "You must have chaos within you to give birth to a dancing star." The depth you carry, the storms you think through in silence, that is where original ideas are born. Not in the loudest room, but in the quietest mind. Here is something the ancients knew, that the modern world has forgotten. Blaise Pascal said that all of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone. Think about that. The very thing most people fear, being alone with their own thoughts, is the thing you do naturally. While others run from silence, you can live inside it. And that makes you almost impossible to manipulate because you are not desperate for the noise. The Stoic Emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote that nowhere can a man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. He called it retreating into yourself. Most people need a vacation to escape their own lives. You carry that refuge with you, everywhere, always. Your mind is a place you can go. And then there is freedom. Schopenhauer put it bluntly. A man can be himself only so long as he is alone, and if he does not love solitude, he will not love freedom, for it is only when he is alone that he is truly free. You were never running from people. You were protecting the one thing most people trade away for a little approval, your own mind. Now think about how you actually move through the world. When everyone else is waiting for their turn to speak, you are the one who is truly listening. You notice the shift in someone's voice, the thing left unsaid, the detail that everyone else missed. In a world addicted to talking, the one who observes holds a quiet power. As the writer Susan Cain put it, there is zero correlation between being the best talker and having the best ideas. And when you finally do commit to something, you don't scatter yourself across 100 shallow connections. You go deep, deep work, deep friendships, deep thought. Lao Tzu said, "Silence is a source of great strength." And he said, "He who knows others is wise, but he who knows himself is enlightened." And you, more than anyone, know yourself, because you have spent your whole life listening to the one voice most people are far too distracted to ever hear, your own. So let's be honest about the world you live in. It is loud. It rewards the confident, the fast, the ones who speak first and think later. And in a world like that, it is easy to feel like something is wrong with you, like you are always one step behind the noise. But you are not behind. You are simply built for a different game, a slower, deeper, more lasting one. Your quiet is not the absence of something. It is the presence of depth. So stop trying to become the loudest voice in the room. The world already has more than enough of those. Instead, sharpen the gift you were born with. Think deeply, listen closely, and choose your words like they matter, because when you finally speak, people will feel that they do. The strongest force in any room is rarely the loudest one. It is the calm, steady, quiet one that never needed to shout to be sure of itself. That has always been you. You just were never told it was a strength. Now you know. So go and be quietly, powerfully, unmistakably yourself.